And we're live. Hey everyone, and welcome back to BMX News, a weekly BMX news show where I talk about everything that happened in the previous week within the world of BMX that I think you guys might care about. We're doing BMX News live. It's easier on me stress-wise for editing and recording in multiple takes because I can do it all in one, and if I mess up, I just keep on going. So let me know. There's a poll on here if you're in here now. Let me know if you like the idea of live BMX News. I'm thinking I'm going to do it at 10:30 a.m. on Fridays Eastern Standard Time. Feels like a good time for me, and it allows me to prepare beforehand. So that being said, let's move into talking about the news this week. So first up, we've got this electric BMX bike from the title and thumbnail of the video. Not gonna lie, a little bit of clickbait here, but it is a legitimate, it's not a 20-inch BMX bike, but it's a legitimate 26-inch BMX bike. So it's the Clifton Boot Electric 26-inch BMX bike. You can see here that it is not cheap by any means at Albies. It is $3,400. But let's scroll down here, take a look at a couple other pictures. This is another good thing about doing this live, is that I can show you more. Before you just had the thumbnails over here. Now you got all of it. So you can see it's pretty legit looking, but let's scroll down here and read the description. It says, based off the 2016 stolen Zeke, Clifton delivers a new take on this bike with a custom frame to accept the Bosch Performance Speed Mid-Drive Kit. It says, blur the lines between your 20-inch and everyday commuter with the all-new Clifton Boot, featuring a 28 mile per hour top speed and a 25 to 40 mile range. Ride to work or school without breaking a sweat while still being able to hop a curb and rip a manual. Serviceable at most local Bosch dealers. So it's a pedal assist Bosch Performance Speed Mid-Drive with a power pack that has a 400 watt-hour battery and charger. It's got 100% chromoly frame, fork, and bars. And if you've watched this channel a lot, you know that is the part that I really care about. It also has a Bosch Purion cycle computer, 1 1/8 inch sealed integrated headset. So it's got an integrated headset, a sealed cassette with a 14 millimeter axle and 11 tooth driver. It's got an FSA crankset and 34 tooth chain ring, platform pedals with chromoly spindles, and an alloy U-brake. So ultimately, I mean, this bike is pretty sweet. From the specs of it to the fact that it's a real BMX bike and that it's full chromoly, it's got sealed bearings in it and all of that. And it also said on the BMX Union write-up that they will be offering a kit of some sort. So you might be able to do this to your own BMX bike, which is something pretty interesting. And it could lead to a whole nother spectrum of things that happen with people taking these electric motor BMX bikes and doing kind of like what Matt Hoffman did when he put that gas-powered motor onto his bike and rode it. Could be cool. Let me know what you guys think about this electric BMX bike, even though it's a 26-inch. Maybe you could swap out. I guess the frame might not fit a shock fork, but it could be interesting to take something like this through the trails where you don't have to pedal, you don't have to really do anything, you just and go. It does say, actually, just kidding, it's a pedal assist, so you're not going to go, but whatever. Moving on from there, we've got a couple things to talk about with Simple Session 21 that went down this past weekend. We've got the BMX Finals live stream, as well as the Best Trick live stream, and also 2 different highlights videos from Dig, both of the finals and Best Trick. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I kind of slacked on figuring out who won. So we're going to do it live. Another perk of doing this live. We're going to check the Simple Session Instagram page in hopes that they have the winners on here. Oh, let's see. Yes, so we've got Brock Rayford winning, Courage Adams getting second, and Reed Stark getting third. Pretty sick, and I'm wondering if this Brock Rayford here means anything. Not sure. Either way, though, cool to see that Simple Session went down. Everything happened without a hitch, and it seems like it's going to continue happening when we really weren't sure last year. Didn't happen, and now there's so many other jams and things to talk about. There's 3 other jam videos that I have to talk about this week. So first is the FTL and Stone Street Jam that went down in Tallinn, Estonia after Simple Session. There's a video on that if you want to check it out. Cool to see that while everyone was there, they did something more for everyone versus just the guys that were competing at Simple Session. Then there was also, oh, there's people in here, but it's, oh, just kidding. Okay, we got people in the chat. Let's see. So moving on from there, we've got Matthias Dandois' Mini Hop Tour. Basically, he teamed up with Mini, the company that makes the Mini Cooper, for a tour around France throwing jams and to see who had the highest hop. Mini Hop Tour. So this is kind of a highlights video of that. Then we've got the Stress BMX Wolfpack 3 documentary, which is a jam documentary of a jam. It's a 15-minute long video. What's up, Kevin Jackson, Luke Bomer? 15-minute video going into this, and I haven't had a chance to check this one out yet, but the fact that jams are coming back and so many different jams are in this week's BMX news video to talk about, I'm excited for. That means local jams are going to be coming back in full force and people are going to be stoked on BMX, and it's a good thing to see, and maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to have big contests and more of them soon. So moving on from there, we can move into the videos from this week. First, we've got Dave Crone's Are You Mad video from S&M, and from what I gather in the descriptions of these, it was filmed after he came back from his wrist surgery, and this video is classic Dave Crone. And after meeting him, it makes me that much more like psyched about his videos and watching him ride. And this is exactly, it's the essence of Dave Crone in this video. Everything he's doing is super creative, and you can see that he's mixing up the skate park stuff and the street stuff. And I like that he'll put both in his video, and he'll do something like a ducking a big huge leaf to rail hop tabletop, and then he'll have something like a back tire bonk, and then 180 out of this crazy quarter that is at Treaty Skate Park, St. Augustine, Florida's skate park that he rides at. I've ridden this skate park and watched him do that in person, where he back tire bonks, and while he's in the air, he's mid-air, he does a 180, like forcing the bike around. It's crazy. BMX AF got metal pegs street jam Saturday and Sunday this week in London. Nice. What's up, BMX AF? And Peter Joklik. There's also another jam that I don't have on my list here that is on Dig. Bachton Jam. Not sure exactly how to say that. So this video from Dave Crone is one I definitely think you should watch. And then we have one from Mafia. I'm going to tell you, I did not expect to see this from Mafia. Video with Emma Silva. Welcome to the Mafia family. Watch this video and think Mafia the entire time, and it just won't make sense. This dude goes hard, and he's not park riding whatsoever. It's just gnarly street riding. And he mixes in some technical stuff too, like wall rides to tail whips. He does a big feeble grind to tail whip on a 3 or 4 block, and then just throughout this video, he's doing gnarly gaps. Huge jumps to flat. It's insane. I thoroughly enjoyed this video. I hadn't heard of Emma Silva before, but I'm a fan moving forward, and I'm excited to see what happens with him in Mafia, because we really haven't heard much other than like Tom Justice with Mafia lately, and maybe with someone like this doing tricks like this in the streets, faith in Mafia will, I don't know if it was ever there, so I don't know if I can say come back, but there could be faith in Mafia. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about Mafia and this like uncharacteristic rider for them. Moving on from there, we got a couple more videos to talk about that I thought were worth mentioning. This is one with Mike Hullock and Joe Ferguson called Tekken the Piss. And I was really excited to talk about this one after reading the description here, talking about lip tricks and things of that nature. And then I clicked through and watched it. Holy cow, these guys go hard. There's so much good stuff in here that is not just technical lip tricks. Those are there too, and they're really good. But there's a lot of other great and gnarly stuff as well. The first thing that comes to mind here is a big 180 tail whip over a concrete box jump. Pretty sick, from two dudes that I had never ever heard of before. And I thought that those of you who like the technical park type riding would definitely enjoy this one. We also have Charlie's Angles. It's a new series from S&M. Play on words with Charlie's Angels for those of you who weren't born 40 years ago to watch the original Charlie's Angels. We've got Clint Reynolds roasting Northeast Side. So check that one out if you're a trails dude and you want a trails video this week. Then we've got Merritt's Keep It Moving video from their trip from New Jersey all the way up to Michigan and back. This one features Brandon Began, Billy Perry, Justin Sealier, George Duran. They all went on the trip. And then Montana Ricky, Anthony Catlow, and Oscar Ruiz also got some clips before they left. So then from there, we've got two different Flatland videos. One is called Escapes from Sean Fentonot, and it says that he spent 2 years filming this video. Propaganda X, what is up? It's been 2 years filming a Flatland video, so check this one out if you're into some Flatland. Then we've got one called BMX Vibes in Hossegor, Unicorn Raphael Chiquet. This is also a Flatland video that's a little bit shorter for anyone who wants a shorter Flatland video. I'm sure the Flatland guys watching this aren't picky and will just watch whatever we have because it's not every week that we have Flatland to talk about. What's up, JDA? So then we've got the Standard Bikes Woodward 2021 trip edit. This one's a little bit longer, so I put it a little bit later. For anyone who wants a little tiny bit longer of a video, watch this one last night, and it is a good one. Gage Sharp, we've got Tommy Crail in here. Also, we've got, blanking right now, Dylan Thayer, Jamie Thayer, Brandon Roherick, Chase Plaza. All of these dudes absolutely kill it. There's a nice, well-rounded lineup in this one. And then I liked the fact that Brandon Roherick rode the BMX track in this video. It's not very often that we see BMX racing and freestyle combined in one video. And I think that there's an element to racing that people can just like appreciate with the smoothness and the precision and just how gnarly some of these jumps are and how fast you're going. So I thought that it was really cool that Dylan included this with Brandon in this edit, and Dylan did a fantastic job editing this one and filming it as well. So then we've got the trailer or promo for Moto Bunka's crossover 58-minute long DVD. Little Devil coming back is the best thing ever. We're going to click on Little Devil's Instagram page here in a second because they posted something this morning I think you guys will be psyched on, and I didn't list it in here. So check this one out if you want to see. There's a lot of people in this one, like a ton of people, and clips from all around the world. Japan, Asia, US, Europe, all over the place. Then we've got how BMX sprockets are made from our BMX at Profile Racing. There's somebody at Profile to kind of walk through the different steps and the different jigs, not jigs. I forget the word right now and I'm kind of choking. And they show you how Profile makes their sprockets, and they have a dedicated machine. And you can see on screen here, there's from the block to kind of a step 2, and then the final sprocket as like a step 3. And then after that, we can move into some interview stuff from this week, which we only have one thing from, but it's an interview with Vital BMX and Daniel Dares. And Daniel Dares talks about how he literally had to get a bodyguard after the Olympics. It's pretty much an interview, as the title says, about life in Venezuela post-Olympics. And I thoroughly enjoyed this one. Hearing Daniel Dares talk about this and how enthusiastic he is about things and straightforward, he'll just give honest answers to these questions, is really, really cool. And to hear him talk about how, like, he's literally the most famous person in all of Venezuela right now is kind of crazy, and talk about how everywhere he goes, people are coming up to him wanting pictures and talking to him and things of that nature that made him have to get a bodyguard because, as he said in here, sometimes he just needs his space. And I think it's cool. He's 36 years old, got second at the Olympics, and this is what happens afterwards. He becomes kind of a hero in his country, and I think he definitely earned it. And this interview is a really, really good one. I think anyone would enjoy this week. So now let's jump over to the Little Devil Instagram page. And if anybody has some questions in the chat right now, I feel like this would be a good place to answer those. But Little Devil posted something in their Instagram today that I think you guys will be excited about. They're bringing back, or brought back, the chain wallet. I have the original one right here. The original Little Devil chain wallet. I've got it right here. They brought it back, and you can see that this thing is pretty similar to the one that they brought back, and that is because they had it made at the exact same manufacturer that they used on this wallet, which is pretty sick. So I'll have to add this into the description, but I thought it was really cool that they're doing this, and there's a lot of comments in here asking for other products that it seems like they're going to be bringing back. Backpack, that's one I know a lot of people definitely want, and it looks like they might do it. So that being said, let me know if you guys have any thoughts on anything that we talked about in today's BMX news video. Let me know what you guys think about the live concept of doing this. It definitely helps me out to do it because I don't have to edit after this, and it gives me more time to work on other videos and just enjoy life more. So that being said, let me know if you guys have any thoughts on any of this. If you're new here or you haven't yet, hopefully you'll hit the subscribe button while you're leaving a comment below. That'll mean we'll see you tomorrow for another video. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Thanks for watching if you're watching in the future. We'll see you tomorrow.